Back at it again, this time on Mountain Outpost. Chef Zob and his boy Trance with another world record speedrun verified by speedrun.com. A lot of comments in my previous video about how this may or may not be legit. A lot of people sipping that sweet haterade. Let me just ask you one question. Does this look like a game to you? Oh, that's right. This is literally a game. All I can say is enjoy. These runs and records have been verified. They are completely legit. No hacks here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tough pill to swallow that some people are really this good with teamwork, communication, and maximum effort. I've tuned into his streams. Chef Zob is a madman. He is an animal, plays this game for a very long period of time. I managed to complete a paper, a research project, step, and 2 online lectures in the time this man was still trying to shave off time for his new world record on Drought Palace, which I will be featuring very soon. Suffice to say, this dude puts in the work and I absolutely love it. There is a link to Chef Zob's online presence below. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to this video for me and or your boy Chef Zob, the French phenom. I actually really like that. I'm gonna stick with that. So let's see what we got in store from the French phenom and his boy Trance today. For this run, Chef Zob was actually kind enough to give me a lot of intel and strategy about how this run on Mountain Outpost was in fact possible. It was a lot sweatier than I had even imagined, which is pretty incredible because it seemed to me that it could not get any sweatier than it was in my head, but boy, oh boy, I was mistaken. The sweat is very real. This man has a headband grafted onto his skin to keep this perspiration out of his sweet eyeballs while he's gaming. Starting off, I wanted to go over the macro of how this works. Each section of the map, no matter what map it is, in this case it's Mountain Outpost, is divided into 2 halves, one for the French phenom and one for Trance. They coordinate each section of the map, taking their own areas. The timing is made in such a way that they have to confirm kills in a certain order. The Pyromancer he is playing is going to be utilized to maximize Ash Blast and cover the entire map in order to pwn the little minions that spawn everywhere. He is there to confirm the kills on the little dudes and make sure that he debuffs all of the enemies, allowing the Technomancer to just burn through those elites ridiculously fast. He will utilize his heatwave to stack up vicious anomaly power as well as to debuff the big elite enemies, and then he's going to confirm Ash Blast, which covers the entire map he is playing on. This is to help the Technomancer Trance do as much damage as possible with free criticals due to the Ash immobilization of the skill. Mountain Outpost has actually always been my least favorite expedition in the game. There are enough birds to scare Alfred Hitchcock on this map. The French phenom is not responsible for any of the bird killing because if you are in a pyro and you need to deal with birds, good luck. It sucks, it's horrible, it's not fun. And actually, on a tangent, I think that now I've played 3 of the 4 characters. Still haven't played the Trickster yet. I'm working on it slowly but surely. I'm never gonna get the Seismic Commander hat for the Devastator to finish the build because the Seismic Commander hat doesn't even exist. All of the characters I played so far, the Technomancer is the only one capable of dealing with birds at anything that even resembles a remotely passable rate of acceptable. Every other character in this game, I feel like flying animals are just solely there to make your life horrible, to have your playtime cut in half with the fun factor, and to make sure you want to rip your eyeballs out with hot pokers because birds are the worst mechanic that has ever been put into any game ever. It has made it so that anytime any game I ever play for the rest of my life and I hear anything that sounds even close to flapping wings, I'm immediately triggered into thinking of Outriders, and there are crawlers in combination with those birds. Because a permanent stunlock CC move from the birds wasn't enough, they need to give the crawlers the ability to spam 16 different abilities, which can all keep you knocked back, held back in place while you're weeping, and it's not very fun. Anyway, so the Technomancer is responsible for dealing with the birds. Chef sort of just stands there and hopes that his Ash Blast and his Heatwave have done enough debuffing and damage to make those birds fall out of the sky. After Chef Zob has confirmed numerous hits with his Heatwave, stacking his anomaly power up to a critical amount with the Acari set bonus, that's when he's going to go ahead and kick in that overheat to confirm vicious damage on the Ash Blasted targets. His primary objective is to make sure he can get rid of as many minions as possible, giving Trance the opportunity to burst down all of the elites as well as the alphas. Alphas are elites. If you didn't know that, you should double check the wiki because alphas are elites. Let me say this again. Alphas are elites, and Trance will melt down the alphas. This is why Chef Zob is the one running forward and taking point to open the doors, especially after he has blown his map covering loads with Ash Blast and overheat. He is out of responsibilities, and it is his job to get his happy little French ass to the next door to open it up. Until this point, Chef Zob firmly believes that he has mastered this map with his partner, and I'm gonna have to agree, primarily because he has beaten my Mountain Outpost record by about 15 minutes, so good work to him. Can't say it enough. Mountain Outpost is the most toxic piece of garbage expedition in this game. I hate it. It's important to note the French phenom is actually running triple moaning winds. All 3 of his guns are equipped equipped with Moaning Winds, and this is very important and a key part of his strategy. He has the Fortress mod on both of his primary shotguns, on the Anomaly and the Death Shield. This is paramount to the strategy because that buffs the Moaning Winds damage output. There are times where he needs the maximum damage from Moaning Winds to take out particular alphas on the map, which he cannot rely on Trance to take care of. In this situation, he has to time everything perfect. There is a specific sequence. He starts off with heatwave to stack the anomaly power up, then ash blast, which covers the entire map. That takes a few seconds to go the distance, and then it's overheat to confirm damage. In this situation where he does need to confirm the kill on a certain alpha or two is when he holds out the shotguns, double Moaning Winds for humongous damage, and if they don't die even after all that, that's when he swaps to the pistols and hopefully can confirm the kill with his final and third Moaning Wind. Let's get a live listen in on the French phenom himself, Chef Zob, reaction to completing and setting the new world record duos for Mountain Outpost with his boy Trance.
Oh, 540 is good.
That's it. They did it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds. World record verified by speedruns.com on Mountain Outpost Challenge Tier 15 Expedition. Congratulations to the French phenom, Chef Zob, and Trance, who I need to come up with a nickname for. I'm unsure of a good one. Taking ideas in the comment sections. Let's take a look at the setup Chef is running on his Pyromancer for his skills, his class tree, and his gear. Class tree and skills have not changed. We've got Ash Blast, Overheat, and Heatwave. The skill tree also is unaltered from the whoa, from the last run, primarily into the bottom tempest tree to maximize anomaly power and AP damage, including explosive damage on the bottom. This is also going to be springing up all the way to the top to get the bonus anomaly power buff when he activates Ash Blast. For gear, the only thing that has changed, because I was too lazy to alter this screen in Photoshop, is going to be the pistol. He is running a pistol with damage link on the second slot instead of the Torment and Agony with reload clip combustion mod on there. Everything else is identical. This means triple Moaning Winds, double Fortress, so both of those shotguns pump out huge chunk damage with their Moaning Winds. The Acari set 3-piece bonus, the hat, the chest, and the booties, with a bunch of different ways to buff damage against ash targets and targets that are on fire. He's got a bonus charge of Heatwave, got the Heatwave 25% damage debuff, which is crucial for helping not only himself, but also his Pyromancer. Some of the other important mods are Detonator for the overheat cooldown, Ash range increase for Ash Blast, the Master Consumer so he can get bonus damage for his overheat when it's consuming ash and fire. He's got all AP power, cooldown reduction, and status power gear as much as possible, and the Acari set stats you can't change, so if you're running the hat, the chest, and the booties, you've got the same 3 stats as him. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. You know how it is. We're out here grinding. Chef Zob, thanks for the footage. If you got a cool nickname for Trance, I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments, and until next time, we out.